Hey there, good morning. Thought I'd make a little introductory video before we get into the whole green bean picking that took place this past weekend. My brother was in town. It was a really just awesome time with him. Um, he usually comes to visit us about twice a year, at a minimum. And so it's kind of one of the highlights of the summer for our family, for the kids, getting to see their uncle and everything. A lot of fun. We had a amazing green bean harvest last weekend. Pulled maybe 3 to 4 bushels of beans out of the patch, which was a lot more than what I was expecting. But we've had a lot of rain this season, so it's been good for the garden. Consequently, there's been some pests that we not really seen as much of, or haven't seen at all, that showed up this year. Slugs seem to have been more of a problem this year. Mosquitoes are more of an issue this year. It seems like the garden's filled with them. And then the Colorado potato beetle is another one. But on the flip side, we haven't seen the squash bugs, cucumber beetles, um, things like that. Haven't shown up yet. I'm sure they will at some point. Just don't know when. So, but another kind of neat thing about last weekend is that the whole family was able to pitch in and enjoy the garden, and just we were able to spend time together. My dad, my brother, all my kids, and um, even my wife was out there this past weekend. Um, she does occasionally come out to the garden with me, um, whatnot, but most of the time when we're out to the garden, it's me and the kids, or me and some of the kids, because we've got, well, a couple reasons. One, we've got a lot going on, and so just really blessed to have her in my life. She takes care of a lot of the hubbub at the house, and then I don't know, we got a lot of things going on. Gardening's not, while it is a big part of what I do and really enjoy it, and it benefits our family as far as growing food and everything like that. There's other things going on, that we're focused on. With the kids, we homeschool the kids, and so there's a lot of time and effort, preparation spent in that, and just maintaining kind of things at home, that things are orderly. We all pitch in and help keep the house going, and make sure laundry's done, because we got a big family. There's 7 of us. But she does a lot in and behind the scenes, and a lot of times, is catching up on things, or just catching a breather, on her life that through the week, as things are so busy. The other thing too is she's kind of camera shy. A lot of times is behind the scenes. Maybe a couple times she's filmed for me, or most of the time hanging back and whatnot. And one of the reasons for that, she's got a port wine stain birthmark on her face, so that raises some questions, for the outsider looking in. So she's conscious of that. But really blessed to have her in my life. Blessed to have my family here. Most of us, we moved to Ohio 2 years ago. My dad followed us. Um, came up after my mom passed away, so he's living in town, and then my sister and her husband moved to town. So we're all together and able to spend some time and do things together that, for years and years we weren't able to do before. And so it's just it's just really neat dynamic. There was some adjustment, having lived, 16 years without family really nearby, and now all of our family, not just my side of the family, but my wife's family is here in town. So we have a lot more opportunity to interact and whatnot like that. So anyway, I just thought I'd make a little introductory video. Again, this past weekend was really neat. And so anyway, I hope you guys enjoy what I've patched together here, and we'll catch you next time. Happy gardening. Bye. Welcome back to my little gardening show. It's 4th of July weekend. My brother's in town from Boston. We've got the whole family out here picking green beans. They are ready. Most of them. We got another row of Blue Lake that's not ready. I was planting late, but these are Jade 2. Hey, bud, just... Okay, but we're not going to pick it just yet. Went with a new variety. This is Jade 2. Again, in this patch we didn't till. We planted a cover crop of winter rye and mowed it down. And at first I didn't think we were going to get a lot of green beans out of this patch. It just wasn't looking real good at the beginning. But we replanted some of the patchy spots. And so far it's just been amazing. We've had a lot of rain. It's been cooler temperatures. There's no sign of the bean beetles yet, or the cucumber beetles, that striped beetles, the things that come over here and they put bites on the beans and damage the foliage. At the very beginning, we had aphids in the patch that were, I think they were aphids chewing holes in the leaves, but everything's going well. So my wife, she is with me today. Normally she's filmed before, or most of the time
off camera.
She's wore out and is at home trying to catch up with the mess that is our family. But she's with me today. We're making delicious meals, yep. And the work is going pretty quick. We're going down through and these plants are just loaded. These are the beans. I don't know if you can see this real well, but they're just a perfect bean. They're stringless. They're Jade 2. Really no imperfections on them. And this is about the right size. We like them tender and not, super beany, but they're, but these are meaty. We will probably have at least 3 bushels by the time we're done today. Let's go over here and look. First though, let's interview my brother. He's in from Boston. You glad you come down to visit?
I look forward to this every year.
Now you probably have a friend that watches the videos, right?
I do. I have a few friends have gotten keyed up to the Happy Gardener.
Yeah. So you want to say hi to him?
Yeah. My friend Sebla and others I think might be watching. Wish you were here. You could help us make quicker work of these beans.
How do the beans taste?
They're really good. Do better with ranch.
Yeah, so anyway, we're over halfway through the patch. We got probably a half bushel down there, a half bushel there in that peach box. We've got a bushel here, and we've got probably a bushel here, or a 3/4 bushel here. These boxes are perfect too.
That's a bushel.
We live in Ohio, and there's this thing called the peach truck that comes in every year, and we usually get 2 boxes of peaches and process those for like fruit and jams and stuff.
Oh, and I think we could use it for drinks and
Oh, okay.
smoothies.
But what's nice about these boxes is they're coated in like wax or paraffin or something, paraffin wax or something, which makes them somewhat pervious to water. No, we're not going to do that. They're not ready yet, but I tell you what, we could use you back in the patch. Why don't you come help? It's kind of hot. It's in the 80s, so the kids are starting to peter out a little bit. As I kind of know in the other videos, because of the rain and the cooler temperatures, we haven't seen some of the pests yet that we normally see. Such as like the bean beetle, squash bugs, cucumber beetles, tomato hornworms, anything like that. Now we do have the Colorado bean beetle that's been in the patch in the larva stage, and Dad's been doing a good job getting rid of those.
Flies and squash bugs all over.
I didn't see any squash bugs over there when I went over there.
There's lots of fruit flies. Like tons. They're all over.
Why don't you come back in the green bean patch and help us, bud?
I'm just gonna put my
So anyway, we're gonna finish picking these up, and then we got a lot of snapping to do. Dad's having fun. Does this bring back memories?
Yes, it does, yeah. Flashback to the 1950s.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We'll be over there. We might make another video. Alright, well, I better get back to work. Ruthie, what are you doing, child? You're picking beans. You're working. And we've got close to 4 bushel of green beans out of this little patch here. My sister and brother-in-law have arrived as well to help finish up. Emma's out there picking. Everybody else is taking a little break. Just unreal.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Well, it's about 12 o'clock. We're getting close to midnight. We're canning the first batch of green beans. Got 7 quarts in the container, and it looks like about a little over 6 minutes to go. So basically, think we picked about 3 bushels of green beans today. We snapped probably 2 bushel altogether. My mother-in-law's got a half bushel over at their house that they snapped, so we're going to snap. And we snapped probably a bushel and a half, maybe 2 bushels tonight. There were 8 of us. We just watched a movie and snapped green beans. So we've got a couple of bowls upstairs in the fridge here, and then a couple of bowls in the other fridge downstairs. Also made some bread and butter pickles. My wife did. We got some black currant jam. I don't know if she made any gooseberry jam. I don't think she did. That was on the last batch. But the canning season is well underway. We might try to make some videos on the canning just to go over what we do. I may break out the turkey burner tomorrow to help. So we got 2 canners. We can do one inside and another one on the turkey burner. You have to kind of watch the gas a little bit so it doesn't get too high. As long as that weight is jiggling and you hear that noise, you're good. If it's just straight air you're hearing, there's too much pressure, like it's too high, you got to back it off. So anyway, as soon as this batch is done, we'll go to bed and then we'll hit it again tomorrow. Might show you the green beans while we're up here. So we get 2 big containers like this in this fridge here. Got a big sack of beans here that we're going to be giving away to a friend. Get 2 more containers here in the downstairs, the old fridge. Snap beans. And in the basement here we got a whole another half bushel of beans, along with some of the other stuff we picked today. Some crookneck squash, some cucumbers, some nice kohlrabi. My dad picked a couple of the Corno de Toro peppers early. These really should have been red, but they're still edible. Got a cabbage head. Maybe we'll get to snap these tomorrow. Well, good morning. Welcome back. It's the next morning.
Why are you doing this?
We're eating breakfast. They're playing Settlers of Catan there.
No, I'm
Doing whatever. You got done? You need to drink your milk. There's the 7 jars from last night. And here's the 2 canners going this morning. This one's done. We're letting it cool down. This one's still building pressure. This is my grandma's old canner that we kind of inherited. And my dad, before he gave it to us, refurbished it, put new seals in it, and it still works really well. And my brother's still in. We're having fun. Well, so here's the end result. We ended up on that first picking, ended up with I think it was 42 quarts of green beans. We had 2 that did not seal, so we're going to save those for fresh eating there in the refrigerator. We could try to recan them, but we're just going to eat them. We've also got about 4 gallon-sized bags chock full of blanched green beans that have been snapped and prepped and all that. And then we gave away at least a bushel of green beans among a couple friends. We also took care of, we've done some jam in the last week or so. And we got some bread and butter pickles that we made. We're going to be actually canning some more today. We'll probably go back out to the garden and pick some more green beans. Imagine there's going to be more ready. There's probably going to be more cucumbers. And so later today, we will probably be canning again. This time outside using a turkey burner. So I'll probably try to make a video about that once we get that all set up. Now, some of these jars, my grandma's old canner, it's really old, and my dad had used a pretty, I'm trying to think what he used to clean that canner, but since then, you know, in the 2 times or so we've used it, there's just been this little bit of a residue from that cleaner where I don't know if the canner absorbs some of that cleaner and now it's coming out or what the deal is. It's not harming the contents because we have, you know, the lids and everything screwed on pretty tight when it's canning. It's just what's left, like a calcium deposit or whatnot. So anyway, it's been like that the last 2 seasons. You know, we've eaten green beans, we've been fine. No issues there. The other canner does a pretty good job with things. So anyway, that's our first batch of the season. Kind of see how things go, and should be another good year. Guess that's it for now. Until next time, happy gardening. Right?